How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at a ton of new information. There's deconfirmed characters, evidence for new characters. There's just a ton of stuff that we have to cover in today's video, so that's exactly what we're going to go ahead and do. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because a lot of this information does come from credible leakers and friends of mine, that does not mean that this leak or anything is going to end up being 100% real. So make sure you guys take this with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you guys would like to read along while I talk, you can find a link to all of the original posts in the description right down below. And now, with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where all this information came from. So guys, all this information was sent in to me by CNJ Gamer as well as the Smash Datalyzer, so special shout out to you, my friend. Thank you very much for sending this in on my Discord server. So if you guys haven't already joined up, you can find a link to my Discord as well as links to all of my social media presences such as my Twitter, Twitch, and Patreon in the description right down below, as well as the pinned comment. And now guys, with all of that out of the way, we have a ton of stuff to cover, so let's just go ahead and take a look at it, shall we? So guys, the first thing that we have to go ahead and take a look at is a tweet that comes from a Twitter user named Nana Karobi. Now, right away guys, one of the things I feel as though I should mention about this person is that apparently a lot of people believe that this may be Sabi's alternate account where they post a bunch of other stuff about Smash Bros. Ultimate. I know personally I have seen Sabi talk about this person before, like retweet some stuff and back some stuff up, so yeah, at the very least, Sabi knows who this person is, so I feel as though it's important to talk about. So they start by saying, #SmashLeak. I'm so sorry, Lloyd bros. So yeah guys, unfortunately, it does look as though Lloyd is now officially deconfirmed as the 5th fighter on the Fighter's Pass. Now, we have been talking about Lloyd Irving for a long time because honestly, I thought that Lloyd had like a super strong chance of joining the battle. Obviously, the Tales of franchise is extremely popular over in Japan, and Lloyd Irving is their #1 most requested character right now, so honestly, I thought that Lloyd had a really strong chance of joining. However, at this point, it does look as though he is deconfirmed, so yeah, honestly, that's pretty disappointing because that means that's another character that I thought had a really strong chance now being deconfirmed, but that just means that there's more speculation to be had, which is definitely something fun. The next bit of information we're going to go ahead and take a look at comes from a user on Twitter named Prinny4Smash. So they start by saying, okay guys, another kill for Smash DLC 5, but this isn't from Sabi or Vergaben. Nazareth is part from Sabi's leaker group, just like Fatman0nice, and he actually has his own sources, so we could say he is decently reliable. That being said, Capcom is dead, so this is what Nazareth had to say on Smashboards, and he starts by saying, just got word from my Nintendo of America buddy. Definitely not Bandai Namco, double rip that one now, and not Capcom either. So once again guys, another company has officially been deconfirmed. Now this hasn't come from Sabi or Vergaben, so I'm gonna wait and hold out to make sure that this is 100% real because I'm sure that Sabi is going to be talking about this pretty soon. But considering that Nazareth is like friends with Sabi and has been talking to them and everything else like that, it is extremely possible that Capcom is not going to be getting a rep as the 5th DLC fighter, so who could even be next? Then Prinny4Smash Ultimate goes on to say, message from Sabi's group that reinforces his potential credibility. Thanks to the Discord users Dylan Duck and the Crazy Mix from the Latin American Discord server run by Sunwar Prower. So apparently, Brimzone is a user who said, to clarify, Nazareth was a former mod here who's no longer a part of Sabi Squad anymore. However, we can fully assert that Nazareth is most likely legit with this information. So yeah guys, apparently this guy got in contact with whoever Sabi's sources were or are currently right now, and he has been talking to them, and he has found out that yeah, it's not going to be Bandai Namco or Capcom, so that's just a bunch of really crazy information. And then guys, if that's not enough for you, Papagenos actually came forward and gave us a little bit of information as well. So then, we actually get some information from Papagenos, who talks to Sabi pretty regularly. So Papagenos says, so what's up with Naz saying no Capcom suddenly? Is this coming from whoever the source is? And Sabi says, I don't really talk to him anymore, probably speculating, so it looks as though Sabi is kind of on the fence about this guy actually talking to the credible leakers that Sabi's been talking to. However, if he was good friends with Sabi and Sabi decided to go ahead and tell him about his source, it is definitely possible that it could be that this guy does have credible information. So then Papagenos went forward and said, okay, Sabi did tell me it's the Nintendo ambassador where Naz got that info, so again, make of it what you will. It's not the same source that was deconfirming stuff, but Ford that is highly credible and likely knows the next DLC, so yeah guys, that's pretty crazy. So it looks as though Papagenos and Sabi are both on the fence about this guy actually having that information. It's not the same source that Sabi has been talking to religiously who actually knows the 5th DLC fighter, so yeah, take all of this with a grain of salt. And then guys, the last bit of information we're going to talk about that comes from Papagenos is kind of talking about the sources and everything else like that. So Papagenos says, Sabi has a source who heard Terry and one other character name who we assume is DLC Fighter 5. They are the one who was deconfirming stuff with Sabi. Sabi also has a Nintendo ambassador source, but that source was from a long time ago, and where Geno water cooler talk came from and stuff, this person is far less credible than the source Sabi was using to deconfirm stuff recently. If Nas heard no Capcom from the Nintendo ambassador source, it might be true or it might be Geno water cooler talk again, so this might not be on the same level as the other deconfirmations from Sabi. Those were coming from the highly credible source. Sabi has gotten better sources over time. Please wait and see what Sabi has to say on this one before taking it the same way as Sabi's other deconfirmations. So once again guys, like I said, although this might come from a place of credible information, like it is possible that maybe he does actually have connections, until we get any real word from Sabi or Bergament or anyone else like that, just remember to take all this information with a grain of salt because at this point it does have a chance at being fake. So yeah guys, with all of that being said, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now that Lloyd Irving has officially been deconfirmed as the next DLC fighter, I mean, this is getting really crazy. There are not a ton of characters left that I personally believe have a super strong chance of joining the game, and honestly, there is one character that I'm surprised has not been deconfirmed quite yet, especially considering like how popular he is. Obviously guys, the character that I'm referring to is Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Now obviously, I think that Sora is going to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at some point. We know for a fact that Disney of Japan has came forward and said that it is okay to allow Sora to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as long as they follow a couple of rules. So those rules are, first of all, you cannot use any of the Disney characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate besides Sora. So we can't bring along Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck or Goofy, which is honestly okay. Another rule is we need to get permission from the creator of Kingdom Hearts, and considering that Sakurai has gotten characters like Snake and Cloud in Smash Ultimate, that shouldn't be a problem at all. And also guys, they need to see that people actually want Sora in the game, and considering that there are tons of people out there that right now that really want to see Sora join Smash, yeah. It looks as though all the stars are finally starting to align, and Sora might actually be joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate sooner than we think. Once again guys, I think it's extremely strange that Sabi's source has been deconfirming so many characters for so long, and yet we still don't really have any information on possibly the most requested character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate history. Like yes, I understand that there's lots of people that want Waluigi as well, but at least from where I'm sitting right now, Sora, especially after all these deconfirmations, is the character that people just seem to want. So hopefully Sabi comes forward soon and says something about Sora, because the fact that he's been so quiet on it up until now is definitely starting to make me very, very suspicious. However guys, with all of that being said, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts about everything that we talked about today in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about all this? Are you guys sad that Lloyd has now been deconfirmed as possible Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter number 5? And who do you guys think that the 5th and final DLC fighter on the first Fighter's Pass is going to end up being? Because honestly guys, at this point we are 1 week away from the Game Awards, which means we are going to know very, very soon. So let me know in the comments guys. Have a great rest of your day. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.